Hey everybody, welcome back to some Divinity Original Sin. Last episode was a big episode for us. We beat Evelyn finally. It took us a few tries. I can't lie to you. It took us a few tries. But everyone was very nice about it. They said this is a tough fight even on normal, and it's also just not a great setup fighting on these stairs. So yeah, we found a way to do it. I think we only had to use one resurrect scroll. Let's make sure everyone's healed up real quick before anything else happens. Jahan has something to say. I'm interested in hearing what Jahan has to say. Also, Dango, oopsies, gonna have to heal themselves. I'd like to heal you. Yes. All right, we're all good. Potion resistance scroll, minor healing potions. Now, who needs the healing potions? Let's actually look at people's inventory. Oh, we got a lot of them. Jahan, you can have these. I know I could split the stack, but I'm a little bit lazy. Resurrect scroll. You know, it's good to get one back. We basically want to make sure all of our characters have one at any given time, I think. Right now, Jahan seems like the type of dude who's going to survive the longest. You know what I mean? He's not in the forefront of combat. He also doesn't have the trait that Bear Daughter has that makes her weaker. There's a book called Blasphemy. Let's pick up these skulls first. And I don't know how many buckets we really need. Probably not too many. Wow, there's some crazy stuff going on over here. Look at that. That's like the Vitruvian zombie. Everything's in Latin. I can't read it. There's also a dead orc being experimented on. And foul play. Interesting. It wasn't listed, but we could pick it up. Have junk, empty bottle, vials. Dango, do you have another pair of bracers? Ooh, but these are pretty good, so we're gonna want to repair them with a repair hammer, which we have, but I don't think we have the skill. We have the skill. Wait a sec, it doesn't consume the repair hammer to repair? That's huge. So we just need one repair hammer and someone with a high enough blacksmithing skill, and we have all of our stuff constantly repaired? It's not bad at all. Oops. Always pick it up instead of reading it. Okay, we read these. Blasphemy. Why? The 7 gods exist not now, nor ever have. Okay. I guess that is blasphemy. That is heretical thinking. It should be punished by us, source hunters. Jahan, what are you saying? May the pain wrought by sword and sorcery stalk this stiff stirring stumpet beyond the shores of death. Jahan, you're such a poet, my friend. Once more, we have stumbled upon an amateur, one who disfigures the pallid excellence of necromancy's visage with rank and vulgar imperfections. Interesting. So you like necromancy. He dabbled with flesh like a child with his pudding. He was deaf to the screams of her victims as she made the scalpel glide through exposed limbs with the easy grace of birds through air. And for what? For nothing but to command death. Jahan, I'm not gonna lie, you are constantly giving me red flags. I don't necessarily trust you. The true necromancer, it is life he wants to command, immortality. Achieve this, and the screams of agony will not have thundered forth from tortured throats in vain. They will be forgotten in the maelstrom of eternal time. Jahan, are you a sorcerer? I don't want immortality, man. Are you kidding me? Immortality seems terrible. So much meaning comes from the fact that our life is not forever. Think if our life was forever, it would drive us to do terrible things, to hoard wealth, to hoard power, always fearing that one day you might lose it all, always fearing death, or being killed, you know? In a way, knowing that our life is assured to end, it's kind of a gift, you know? Anyways, I'm not really that philosophical, but I do think about that sometimes, about how it actually adds so much color to life to know that it's only temporary. So I will say that premise is despicable. Nothing warrants the wanton torment of innocence. Nothing condones torture. All necromancy is vile, whether it is practiced by amateurs or so-called professionals. Bah. You keep your minds on a tight leash that are priests with hidden desires. You shy away from the necessity that is torment for most short-sighted reasons, for the meaningless that is mortality. What is humanity, after all, but a gathering of germ from which an exalted few may pluck the subject their studies require and vivisect them into oblivion while propelling themselves into eternity? Jahan, we really need a mage right now, so you're going to stay, but I would like you to leave the team. Glory be this noble pursuit, tainted as it may be by the blunders of simpletons like Evelyn. Let us eradicate such vermin wherever we find it. Let us seal up every crevice it crawls from, but let us never lose sight of the higher purpose that the art of necromancy promises yet. So now to pursue said promise with haste and determination. Death is a friend of time, life is not. Jahan, you got a real, I'm going to say pseudo-intellectual thing going about you. Why do I say pseudo-intellectual? Well, I feel like being smart, kind of like a sine or a cos wave, you know what I mean? It's full of like peaks and valleys in the sense that, like, you know, you can be smart until a point where you think you're smart. And then when you start thinking you're smart, that's when you get a little stupider. Then you get smart enough to know that you're a little stupid. And then you're like, oh, you know what? I'm self-aware that I don't know everything. I know how much I don't know. Therefore, I'm smart. And then, you know, it's kind of like you start making progress again. And then you fall into some other pitfall. Like, you're like, it's like intelligence is literally full of pitfalls. Because the higher your IQ, the better you are at convincing yourself you're right. You're good at convincing other people you're right too. But it's a nasty trap because, like, Jahan here is like, yeah, I've thought about humanity, and obviously it is the role of a selected few or a lucky few who pose higher intelligence to pursue great things and achieve great things for humanity. You know, some people have to be the giants that everyone else steps on. I'm trying to use the shoulders of giants expression. That's what he's thinking in his head. But brother, you are literally nothing if not for your fucking... You wouldn't be able to survive if it wasn't for your delivery man and your barista. Like, I guess what I'm saying is Marxism is correct. There's no such thing as... People at the top are not the most powerful. They're the most reliant on everyone else. Anyways. Jahan, I fucking hate you. You suck. Ooh. But I will keep you around because you know how to craft things. Ooh. Purple. Ceremonial two-handed sword. Brother, are you kidding me? We are getting some upgrades. I don't know why I gave that to myself. I need to give that to Bear Daughter to identify. Let's loot the whole room first. Also, it should be Mochi looting everything because they have the lucky charm. Wow, we're gonna get some big upgrades. Oh, ink pot and quill we might need. I'm assuming this is just... Is this my dagger or my telekinesis effect? No, it looks like it's my dagger. The telekinesis effect maybe just has a similar look to it. Yeah, Jahan is giving me some terrible vibes, man. I hate know-it-alls. When I was younger, I actually thought I was quite smart. Because, you know, I was in advanced programs. I did the international baccalaureate program. And, you know, my whole life, every single teacher and person telling me that I'm smart. Fucking trap. Don't believe them. If everyone's telling you you're smart, do the smart thing and don't believe them, man. Unless you are, like, person programming machine learning, or you're like a person doing high-level physics for NASA, or you're like making some incredible art akin to nothing we've ever seen before, or you are like a star athlete, you're probably just like average or maybe slightly above average, and you shouldn't let it go to your head because it's not a big deal. I think often about the show Mob Psycho. It's an anime. If you've never seen it, it's a beautiful show about the... Honestly, Jahan could use a little bit more charisma. It's a show about a kid who is the strongest psychic in the world. However, he is not impressed by that fact and would rather work on his weaker skills, such as his social anxiety and his physical health. And while the whole world is trying to praise him and say, like, you should be the ruler of the world, you have such strong psychic abilities, he's kind of like, I'd rather be a balanced individual. And, you know, that's a generalization of the themes of the show, but it's very beautiful. And I saw it at a point in my life where I think I really needed to see that perspective. Not that I was the world's strongest psychic, but I had just put way too much emphasis in my life on the idea of being extraordinary as being the thing that we should all pursue, when in reality, being a strong member of your community that supports each other is a much more important goal. Now, this does slightly less damage, but it has a chance to knock down and chill, so I think we have to use that. You know what I mean? Like, the strongest people in the world are the people who mesh and can leverage the strength of friends, and, you know, who can support other people who have strengths that we're deficient in. Yeah, you might be the smartest person in the room, but maybe you need a friend who's really good at socializing, or maybe you need a friend who's really good at art to help you create your book cover for the book you wrote. I don't know. I'm not coming up with the best examples, but I just mean, like, being really good at something or being really smart, it pales in comparison to being a well-balanced individual who also has friends and people who love them and a community that they take part in. Now, if you can have all of that, then good for you. You actually are a genius. But if you're like, I'm so smart, watch me destroy this guy on Reddit, touch grass. Hello. Sorry. I was watching this guy run toward me and I didn't even get closer to him to help him out. Sorry, Arhu. I know that you just had to run to me. Source Hunter, you have done it, haven't you? You've discovered the fate of Counselor Jake. Yeah, let me get you up to speed, brother. Also, what do you sell? Geomancer skills. Poison dart. Turn a target to stone. Petrify. Interesting. Yeah, we could... I don't know. We have enough CC. But I guess it's good to have CC of different elemental types in case enemies have an elemental resistance, right? Let's take it. Why not? Bear Daughter will eventually use that. Let me get you up to speed. By the gods, no one could have predicted such a dark turn of events. This is worse than my deepest fears made manifest. It just cannot be that they aim to resurrect him. Brachus Rex. It cannot be. Brachus Rex is the most villain name of all time. Oh! Forgive me. This news is just so very upsetting. This thing, it was the king of tyrants, the embodiment of terror. The lunatics that seek to rise, his rise must be stopped, whatever the cost. Alright, buddy. Are you willing to date the working class cat at the bar? I do indeed. Brachus would unseat the king of demons in sheer perfidy. Perfidy? Sheer perfidy? I don't know what that word is. And malice given half the chance. For the world, for you and I to suffer his perversions once more is unthinkable. Let's look up perfidy real quick. I said last time that there's a word I didn't know. I was going to look it up, and then by the time the recording was over, I forgot. Perfidy means faithlessness, disloyalty, or treachery, especially when it involves betraying trust for personal gain. Often used in international law to describe deceptive acts in warfare that tolerate the laws of armed conflict. Well, you can come up with a lot of modern examples of that, I'm sure. Mm. The possibility of his return is more than I can bear. And Ikara? That she has been dragged into this sorry business as insult to insufferable injury. You know, Ikara? These necromancers seek to resurrect Brachus. They must be gathered at his grave. Do you know where that should look? There have long been rumors that Brachus's corpse was interred in the vaults beneath the abandoned church of the Seven in Sicil's eastern hinterlands. Ah, that's exactly the area that we were supposed to go next. Good. That place is crawling with undead these days, so the rumors may well be true. Where Leandra goes, the dead rise left and right, and even in death, the long-lost tyrant's corruption appears to persist. Come to think of it, did anyone in Everlin's lair mention the name Cassandra? No, Cassandra was not mentioned. Why? It's nothing, Hunter, nothing. My mind is reeling, but I'll feel better soon. After you've cut short Leandra's dark pursuits. I thought he was going to say after I have a little glass of milk. Yeah. Why do you bemoan Ikara's involvement in this? Do you know this person personally? She's a great woman, Hunter, a champion of all that is good and pure. She may have killed Jake, but then again, the man turned out to be a vile sorcerer. I can only surmise that she is on to her sister's sinister schemes, which makes me fear for her safety more than anything else. We saw the leader of this cult, Leandra, a sorceress. Leandra, I know her, though I haven't seen her in years. As you know, she and Ikara are sisters. It's hard for me to believe that she's leading this cult, that she's delirious enough to go after Brachus Rex. But clearly her involvement can no longer be denied. Who are you exactly in this world, and how do you know these powerful sorcerers so well? Are you a sorcerer? She's as smart as 10 wizards put together, Hunter, an opponent to be feared. Well, I'm as smart as a knight and a rogue put together. So, I don't know if I can compete with 10 wizards. I shouldn't drink directly into the mic. Now, you said Jake and Evelyn called her the conduit, didn't you? In that case, she may just be the elusive head of the Immaculates. Alright, brother, what are the Immaculates? There's a village in the forest north of Sicile where a new religion has taken hold. Its followers call themselves Immaculates. And I've heard say they worship a leader called the Conduit. Well, yeah, I would think it's related then. The village is called Silverglen, and if my suspicions turn out to be correct, there is sorcery at work there. Do you have any idea who the stranger might be that Jake told us about, the one that Leandra was meeting in the tavern? Alas, I haven't the foggiest. Another sorcerer perhaps, or simply another victim of Leandra's toys. The Legion didn't find a second body at the scene of the crime, so maybe he escaped with his life after all. Though, just as likely, his body too was taken by Evelyn for experimentation. Yeah, that's a good point. We should probably continue our investigation. And I will see if I can find out more about Ikara's involvement. But in the meantime, please give me a little rub under the chin. No, please pursue Leandra to the old church in the east and stop her before she can raise a Brachus, I beg you. Looks like bringing up Brachus Rex's name alone is enough to turn our friendly neighborhood wizard into a scaredy cat. Good one, game. I can appreciate that. And so the mystery is solved. Counselor Jake was murdered by the so-called White Witch Ikara, but as it stands, I guess our next concern is Brachus Rex. What, we're not going to go home and turn in the mission? We did what we set out to do. No, we're in our orders now. Come on, I'm not lazy. I'm an overachiever. Then we know what we must do next. Pursue Leandra and stop her before she brings Brachus Rex back to life. Agreed. If Brachus is half as dangerous as Jake and Evelyn claimed, we must prevent this. Alright, we're bold. Fortune favors us, allegedly. Alright, so is this beach cleared out? Yeah, more or less. Now, we haven't explored this strange cave. And I think we've fully explored this beach. The game wants us to go east to the abandoned church. There's also a forest to the north, but I don't think we can go there without checking out the abandoned church first. So here's what I'm thinking. I think we go back to the strange cave because I think that is pertinent. Like, I think it's better to clear that out. Someone suggested I do Evelyn first, but I think that's better to clear out the cave and then head east. What level are we all? We're all level 8 now? Yeah, we're all level 8, and I think the enemies in the cave were level 8. Dango, what do I want to give you? Well, I often find that you don't have enough action points. I think if I have 8 speed, I will have 8 action points a turn. I think. You know what? While I'm looking up things like words, why don't I just look it up real quick? Hopefully I don't see any spoilers. Divinity Original Sin 1 speed stat. Plus 1 movement per point. 0. Okay, initiative. Oh, 0.5 action points per point. 0.5. Okay. Well, I mean, it's always going to be good to have a nice even number. So I'm guessing that it gives you a base amount plus some. If I didn't do speed, what would I do? Strength? I mean, it seems good to stat dump into your damage dealing stat. But I think that I'm finding that I often don't have enough action points in combat. So, 8 divided by 2. It'd give us 4 plus whatever the base amount of action points we get every turn is, right? It gives us a little bit more movement. Now, is it just 4 action points per turn? No, it's your speed divided by 2 plus 3.5. Oh. Okay, so sorry guys. So right now I'm getting 3.5 and my base is 3.5. So I'm getting 7 action points a turn. I'd have to increase it by 2 to have 8 action points given to me per turn. It's a big investment, honestly. It's a big investment. You're asking for a lot, game. But here's what I like about 8 action points per turn. I can attack twice. If I'm beside an enemy, I can attack twice. And I think that I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with that as my max. I don't think I'd want more than 8 action points given to me per turn. It also increases our movement. I don't know. It's tough. But you know what? Let's look at my skills. Because this only costs 3. So I could attack and encourage in a turn. Battering ram costs 4. So if I wanted to battering ram and attack, I would need 8. Divine light is 3, 4, 4, 4, 6. Honestly, this could be wrong, but I think I want all of my characters to have a 9 speed base. Can't believe I'm wearing these still. That's how I'm feeling. And you know what? I feel like you get a lot of levels in this game because I feel like we're early in the game. We're at level 8. I think we're going to get more ability points. What sucks is increasing it now doesn't give us anything. Sorry, I'm overthinking this. Everyone's at 7. No, you're at 8. I kind of want everyone to have a little bit more speed. Maybe this is wrong, but I'm going to do what I feel like. And if I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. I won't be mad. I'll just say, damn, I thought it was a good idea, but My first playthrough. Now, I don't hate bartering. What does charisma do? Charming. Oh, okay. Leadership is also good, I think. It just like buffs everybody else. I could need blacksmithing. I'm so indecisive with these these skills. It's terrible. It's terrible. Um let's wait until we can upgrade. Well, we need one more point for Mochi. Then we can upgrade like Arrow Thurge, for example. Bear Daughter, we want to upgrade your Geomancer already is at 2, huh? We can upgrade your Expert Marksmanship. But we haven't even really seen Master skill books yet. That's the thing. I don't think I need to take any of these to 3 until we come across a person selling Master skills. I think we've only seen Adept and Novice skills so far. So while we wait, why don't we increase your bow? It'll just give you some more damage. 10% damage increase for 3 skill points. I mean, realistically, is there anything else we're going to put it in? Because this doesn't... It doesn't actually like increase our damage to upgrade this right now, and we don't have those skills. I will be sad if we find them like immediately. Okay, we're gonna wait. I'm sorry, I'm so indecisive. Let's teleport back to town. Let's quickly look at our quest log and see if there's anything we can knock off. General's Tale. You know what? Maybe it's a good time to return to the world of the outer world. Kitty Love. He said that there's a collar we have to find on the beach. Headless Nick also said we need to find his body on the beach. We could check up on those orcs. And we need to find the members who escaped. Did I leave them in the cave? Maybe they're still in the cave. Yeah. There's a chance they're still in that cave, right? Because I looked around town and I didn't see them. Alright, let's go down to the harbor. Let's go see if anything has happened with that orc. My god, she's killed them. Oops. Good for her. Those fools are dead. I knew the sheep beast would bring disaster. What happened to them? It was the orc. She snapped, grabbed them, popped their heads, and ran out of here like a wild beast. I'm only grateful she didn't notice me standing here. Can you imagine? Right. Quest solved, I think, unless they want us to hunt her. I don't want to hunt her. I want her to be free. There's also this. I wonder if we have to ask around town to get more information on this. I feel like what's going to happen with this quest is we're going to find out that he like wasn't responsible, or we're going to do something that frees his ghost. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is done. Let's go to the beach. Go to the cave. Was there a teleporter in the cave? Yeah. Right. We are back at the Black Cove. Ready to explore this area? Maybe we can find the headless person's body? Although I'll say this isn't much of a beach. Maybe it leads to another beach somewhere else. I think the way we get around this is by throwing our teleporter. Ooh, what a good throw. Wait, where is it? Another great throw by Dango. Oh, I did say that we were gonna go check out the what is this? There's obviously a lot of traps. Oh, so that will hit someone with a worm status, so I'm guessing there's a chance it'll set people on fire while we're on the oil. I'm sure this whole... What the hell is going on here? I'm sure this whole area is full of skeletons. Let's go the other way first. Is this door lockpickable? Why do I get the idea that it's not? Okay. Oh, I guess we're going through the trapped area. Here's a question, though. What would happen, hypothetically, if I threw my teleporter down there? Can we even do that? You know what I'm saying? Now, will we be able to get back up? I guess if I, maybe if I dropped both of the teleporters so they stayed on the ground? Can't throw that far. Path blocked, path blocked. Too high. Path blocked. Yeah. Alright. Alright, well, if that's not an option... Sorry, let's pick that up before I forget. Well, we could keep it there so we could leave easily. Might not be a terrible idea. In case things go awry, we can teleport back up here. Okay, next question. Can we attack this trap with Bear Daughter? You're warm? Ooh, wait a sec. There's a trap. Thank you, John. Actually, can you disarm this? Oh, so okay, I understand. We can actually get rid of the oil. Now, we only have so many trap disarms, right? I wonder if it's really worth it. I'm sure we'll find more. Because we broke these barrels, we don't have much of a choice. Down here, we could put a barrel onto the trap. Right. Can we just walk around this one? We go like this. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Elemental immune mine. Well, here's a question. What happens if we attack the mine? Will we be able to say the mine is just destroyed, you know? No, this thing is going to keep producing oil. So the mine would have ignited us all. But this is a source of oil that continues to be produced. Okay, I'm following. Telekinesis. Ooh, I wonder if this fire is going to... Oh, okay, the fire did fade. So without that mine... Oh, no, this will burn us. Oh, if we get hit by multiple stacks of it, it'll burn us. Mochi. Please, my dude. Please, stop burning us. Please. Path blocked? What do you mean, man? Fuck. Jahan, save Mochi real quick, please. Okay, I see what happened. When was the last time I quick saved? A while ago. But you know what? We have fuck it. You know, my fault. My fault. I wonder if all we had to really do I wonder if all we had to do was just cast rain to avoid all of this. if I just made it needlessly complicated for myself. Or if we just run by it while it's counting down. There may have been a few ways we could have avoided all of that. Oh no, we're still getting hit by it. The range is pretty far. Nope, wrong person. Oh, we can ponder. We can drink tea and ponder. Maybe all we needed is rain to get through there. Once we get through there, we can put a box on this thing that spawns the gas, and then we gotta run through there. Wow, my heal takes so long. This is meant to be used like once per battle. So what if we were to cast like rain while we move through here? Real quick. Go on. We're burning. No, we're not burning. We're fine. All right. Mochi, you are going to move this over here. But we're gonna have to cast rain again, I think. Mochi, did you do what I asked you to do? Oh, shit. Mochi, you were supposed to move a barrel over this trap. Over this gas spewer. Come on, Mochi. Am I missing something here? Is there another thing? I thought we can cover these. I don't think so. I don't think so. Jahan, make it rain again. Okay, here's what we can do. I know what we can do. We can make Mochi immune to poison. Mochi, you're gonna run through here. Okay? You're gonna run through here. I thought you were immune to poison. Also, my screen is black. What happened? Okay. And then, Dango, you are going to use the teleporter that we left up there by itself. I made a huge mistake. I should have saved. All right. We take the L. We take the L. We left the teleporter up there, and then we sent the wrong person who didn't have the teleporter. That is entirely my bad. I think I had a not half terrible idea, but the execution of it was embarrassing. Let's move past that. Move past that. All right. Do you think we could throw our teleporter down there? I'm just trying to get myself in trouble today, aren't I? Okay, can drop item. Path blocked, path blocked. Oh, can I literally just throw it like that? I guess I have a lot of strength. I wonder if I could have just done that through this whole trap. Okay, so Jahan, you have to make it rain. Then Dango, you have to come over here. Dango, come over here. Dango, oh, sorry, you're over here. You have to drop this item. Throw it over here. That ignited that for some reason. We use this. Okay. And then Dango. Oh no, Jahan, you need to make it rain. Dango, you need to... Dango, you need to... What are you doing, Dango? Let me click this. Throw this over here. Mochi, you need to use this. And then we just run through here. No, it's too oily. Too oily. It's too oily. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We made it. We made it. We made it. Now, we're in a fight, but we're alive. We are alive. This thing is a little scary. The fuck? You wet us? Oh my god. Don't attack again. This is a crab monster. Half crab, half monster. Bear daughter, please summon a spider. Okay. And let's examine this guy before we end our turn. So he is warm. And he's hastened. That's a little annoying. And he has 1,500 HP. Hold up. What level is this guy? Level 7? Really? Weak to poison, earth, and air. Okay, the environmental stuff is still happening to us, so we gotta move quickly, I think. I want to... You're weak to air. Are you gonna get shocked? Sun failed. Okay, are you gonna get frozen? You're warm, so probably not. Let's slow you at least. Holy shit. Why is the fire still ticking? I guess it's not a real turn-based mode, is it? Let's make it rain just in case. That's a little unfair. The game is not operating in turn-based mode, even though we're operating in turn-based mode. Now, we're all standing in water, so if I shock this guy, it could be disastrous for us. Stop putting warm on me, game. You're pissing me off. We can try to freeze you. I think freezing doesn't spread along water to everybody. Freezing failed because you're warm. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, you... Perfect. That's huge. We can use that. The fact that Mochi was just taking damage, like being constantly attacked while we're in turn-based mode. Look, I get it. It's an old game, but that's a little unfair, game. You're telling me if I just think for too long, my guy will just get killed? Right. We're gonna be okay, I think. I would like to give Avatar of Poison to... Never mind. I forget that you have to be very close. Look, why don't we do Poison Dart? You're weak to poison. We can give Fortify to you. Just because you're low. And we'll give Avatar of Poison to Dango, but we'll get a little bit closer first. We'll do that next turn. Alright. Do we handle things perfectly? Oh, because I'm crippled. No, absolutely not. Well, we're going to be okay. Stun failed. Are you immune to stun or am I dumb? Okay, we technically want to be over here. I love that this skill only costs 8. Is Jahan still dual wielding? Did I forget to take off that other? I think Jahan's still dual wielding. We could weaken. I mean, we could try to cripple. Like, that's a priority. Cripple, yeah, huge. Sorry, Source Abomination. I don't know if you deserve this. I don't know if you're just like a Frankenstein's monster type situation and you don't even want to be this monstrosity. Wherever the deal is with you, I'm sorry that we're killing you. But also take a little boulder bash. Since you're weak to that damage type. You need to heal yourself. I guess we could try to freeze this enemy again. I mean, he might be immune to freezing for all I know. Right, Mochi. Ooh, love to see it. He is chilled. He should be even more freezable now than ever. He's like trying to run away. I don't feel great about this for some reason. Jahan, do I have 2 wands equipped on you? Of course I do. Of course I do. Let's just do that now before I forget. Maybe I do get 8 skill points a turn. Hold up. Sorry, buddy. Let's stay far away from these things. Oh, I left my teleporter over there. Alright, Jahan, I'm gonna need you to make it rain again. Mochi, I'm gonna need you to pick up this teleporter for me. Mochi, move, move, move. Alright. Well, well, well. Look at all of these light gold cups. Okay. It's a little messy. Messy getting in here. But the combat we handled alright. Thick leather boots. 19 armor rating. Hold up. I don't know. I like having skills more than I like having the armor rating. Maybe I'll feel differently if I get killed later. Alright, Dango. You're gonna be selling this stuff, so you pick it up. Mochi, you have Lucky Charm. You open all of this. Insane. Huge. Lockpicks are important. Teeth can be important too. I'm sure we're going to use that for crafting later. Nice. Ooh, Adventurer's Guide, Field Guide, Volume 5. Have we read this one? Adventurer's Field Guide. Now, I'm not a lumberjack, but I can get a strong stick out of any log with my trusted axe if I ever need one. I think we did read this one. You know what? Leave it in there. They only sell for 1 gold. It's really not worth keeping. Now, last time... Wait a sec. Is there something down there? No. Last time there were enemies in these rooms. Let's do a little F5. Do a little save. And... What is this? We just... Oh, just XP for exploring. Sure. What's that sound? Wait, what is that? Holy shit, there's explosive mines. Guys, don't move. Can we, like, move this? No, 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 no. Are there more explosive mines? There are. How do we not hit any of these? We don't have enough trap disarm tools for this. Wait, maybe we do? Wait, maybe you don't use them? Wait a sec, wait a sec, wait a sec, wait a sec. Do you not consume a trap disarm tool when you disarm a trap? No, you do. No, you most definitely do. What if... How about this? What if... We split the party and we moved every single one of them in a way so that they wouldn't set off the trap. Instead of disarming it, which costs us resources. Why don't we just do that? And then you can loot. Don't mind some poison flasks. Maybe the poison flask is not the throwable item. Maybe we want to combine that into like some kind of grenade to create a poison cloud. Because the flask, I remember looking at it and feeling like it was very underwhelming. Maybe that's only the case because it's actually like a crafting component and not the grenade itself. Jahan, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing in here, my man? Get out of there. There's a mine in here. Ooh, don't mind if I do. We could definitely use that for crafting later. Oh yeah, we're gonna make so much bread. And then we're gonna make pies that we inevitably forget to eat during combat. Yes. Everything is going according to plan. Pumpkin, minor healing potion, light gold cup. Don't mind if I do. Okay, be careful, Mochi. Don't step on that mine. Can you like go over here? Oh no, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it just for an empty basket. All right. I think that was a smart way to deal with that so that we didn't have to expend any resources. But Jahan, this place is trapped, so you lead the way. This room definitely feels trapped. Like, what are these? Yeah, this seems like a terrible room to enter. Probably won't use that, but we'll take it just in case. Nice. Nail bombs are good. All right. And you open this door. Hey, you take a quick look-see in this room. You have the best ability to spot traps. You can see one here. Imagine it triggers all of these things. Teleportation scroll, the merchant, and the apple tree. And now you're safe to enter. Whoa. What the hell? Hear me. I am Billy Gar. I will give you tons of scars. My tricks are known through the land. My rhymes rhyme nicely. Understand? Billy Gar. Understood, Billy Gar. Can you tell me a little bit more about yourself? Haha, you wish to know of me? I'm the best, can't you see? Such tricks, such rhyming. The biggest fan of the tricking, rhyming. Best Sorry, did that rhyme? Sorry. I don't want to do this guy a disservice. I don't want to ruin his bars, alright? Haha, you wish to know of me? I'm the best, can't you see? Such tricks, such rhyming. The biggest fan of the tricking, rhyming. Best beleaguer man. I don't know. What is this room? Sad sap, you stepped into my trap. If you move, this room explodes. You'll have to stay till you wither away. Your only hope's a secret button, but since moving will kill you, you can't do nothing. Is the button red, blue, orange? Will you find it? Will you storage? Oh, he can't rhyme orange. What about door hinge, brother? I am Billy Gar, ha ha ha. Don't forget, if you move from that spot, things around here will get magically hot. Too bad you can't find my secret switch without moving from where you're standing. I will say this. We do have a second party member. What are the odds that the secret switch is in this room? Can Jahan move? Or is it just Mochi who can't move? I mean, Mochi can teleport, right? They really thought of everything. All right, Rymir. You did think of everything. All right, all right. So we can't move. Can't move. And okay, can Dango move? I'm guessing no. I'm guessing the game is assuming we're all in the same room. I can connect us, right? Will that move us though? No, it won't. Okay. Here's a question. Can I drop this? And can I throw it? Okay. Oh, brother. I had the right idea. I just never expected that the explosion would be so big. I didn't... Oh, sorry. I clicked use. So do we lose all that treasure then? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. We'll go back for that teleportation scroll. Let's check out this room. Here's what I think is gonna happen. I think Belgar is probably gonna hit us with more traps that we have to be clever and figure out. What the hell? Thick robe, okay. What is this? A scimitar. Cool. Can't really use that. We'll probably sell it. Cove Harbor Key. What the hell is this thing? It's like a horn. I feel like it's some kind of trap. It's probably one of Belagar's things that we're gonna have to deal with. I love looting. God, I'm so glad that my community reminded me of the importance of the teleporters for puzzles. Because if you never did, I wouldn't have made it this far in the game. Pirate's note. Is this the switch we needed? As soon as that blasted dragon withers away, the treasure will be mine once more. Certainly, though, I fear that the bloodstone is having the same effect on those fire-breathing nuisances as it seems to have on the rest of us. If that's the case, they must be the size of whales by now. Strange, isn't it? That the very thing that made those riches so easy to plunder now makes them impossible to obtain. Ah, to ride the waves once more. Me, magnificent, infused with the power of the bloodstone, made superhuman by its strength. How easily gold and jewels fall from the hands of the rich when faced with a ship full of us. Until the dragons die off or move, I'll keep to my hidden room. Even if a wanderer knew I were hiding beneath his feet, only the most intrepid would figure out how to open the door. And if one dared to meet me, I'd welcome the opportunity to unleash my wrath upon a fresh soul. Okay, so someone is hidden in a room underneath us. This is a non-lootable painting of a woman? So it's suspicious. Yeah. This was your secret door? Really? That was the thing that was so hard to discover? Cool. Though, I don't know what it opened. Did it just open this door? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something else we're missing here. Can I loot the trophy? Interesting. Could it maybe be like... Oh. No, no, no. I actually don't know what that lever did. You know that there's someone hiding. Do we even dare enter this room again? This is a teleportation scroll. Is all we did manage to open this door? No, it's locked. Interesting. Can't interact. There must be one other piece of the puzzle in here. Try to be thorough. Oh, there we go. All right. Wow, another large area for us to explore. Okay. Well, you know what? I think this is a great place to end the episode. Next time, we're going to explore this area. For now, what did we really accomplish this episode? we managed to enter the Black Cove. It took some time. It took a little bit of creative thinking, and definitely failed a few executions. But here we are, excited to find this treasure that the guy is talking about, and presumably we're going to find this old pirate ship full of guys who are living forever with the Bloodstone, and maybe a dragon at the end of it all. We will see. But for now, it's going to be everything. I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace.